Hello, welcome to the first course. This is the podcast version, podcast segment, podcast episode.
It's the first course podcast. That's what it is. Guys, we're super excited to have you today. This is our first podcast episode.
So I mean, like, we started from the very beginning. We're going to go around the horn, introduce each other. I think it'd be fun to introduce each other instead of just introducing yourself. So I'm going to do Chase.
Nice.
Chase is over here in the absolutely sharp Under Armour polo.
The Ross Under Armour polo.
Ross Under Armour polo.
Can't go wrong with it.
Got it at the Under Armour outlet, not Ross.
Chase has arguably got the best hair out of any of us.
Thank you.
Definitely the best facial hair.
Also true.
And
sorry, Dylan.
Okay, all right. I'll roll with it. Whatever.
Nice.
Chase today is playing cameraman, videographer. The whole idea is, like, we all love golf a lot, and we all actually really like playing with cameras. So we're gonna sub in and out, and we're gonna take our turns playing with the cameras. But today, Chase was behind the camera. Just a young buck. Easily the youngest out of all of us, and therefore
easily the youngest.
Years.
Yeah.
By so far.
Such
a young gun.
So much younger than any of the other ones of us. He's got these soft, quiet little digs. And, like, his direction from behind
I did not think that was where he was going.
I was a little worried about that one, actually.
I wasn't sure what was going to fall.
These
Soft, quiet kid with
little jokes, like just these little prompts where from the behind the camera, he's like, Ethan, do this. And then,
good point.
You'll catch little moments and just wonder where the frick did that come from. And it was likely Chase from behind the camera. So that's him. Chase is him.
Thank you.
I'm going to kick it over to you you can introduce, probably not me, probably either one.
Dylan or Ethan.
Yeah.
There you go.
Which one do I know better? I feel like I'm still kind of new around here.
You don't have to know them. You can just make stuff up.
Yeah, that's true.
Just make
We'll correct you.
I made stuff up about you.
I'll go with
Correct
Dylan.
you.
There we go.
Okay, here we go.
All right. I think Dylan does definitely have the better facial hair. Even though I got the stash, you got a stash, but you got the full thing.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. I think you for sure got me beat there.
I appreciate that.
But you're a pretty awesome
Disagree.
guy. You're smart. You know what you're doing. You go out on the golf course. You've watched enough videos. You watched enough. Everything
about
to know what you're
this
talking
guy
about.
today. Oh my goodness, guys!
Yeah,
I
also-
watched this tutorial. Whack into the weeds, dude.
I'm not 100% sure on where you're going with this guy knows what he's doing.
I think it's like the saying where it's like, coaches don't play. I think that might apply to you a little bit. Depending on the day.
good.
It's still my first day
So
out with you,
good.
but I
Okay,
think that's fair enough to judge about you. But
I'm glad it's him and not me, because that is my nightmare.
That's very
I
good.
do not
I
want
think
to
it's
be-
you're very hit
Okay.
or miss. You'll hit some good shots here, and then other places
There you
Other
go.
ones
you might
I'll
say
miss.
something, and then you might be
Okay, all right.
That's
Yeah,
what.
that's fair. I'll 100% agree with that. Want me to go?
Yeah,
Dylan, you're up.
Okay.
introduce.
All right, so I have the pleasure of introducing Ethan.
Yeah,
Ethan.
let's go.
Ethan is by far one of the most eloquent and very well-versed people that I've worked with. Like, when it comes down
boy.
to giving reviews for either Brecky Sandoz, or when it comes down to
That's fair.
course, just saying, we're out here, this is what the course conditions are like. You have a very good way of putting words.
Say-
And that's something that I'm trying to go for.
Say undulation.
Undulation. I didn't say it how you wanted me to say it.
That was,
Say it
that
without
was,
touching your
that.
lips.
I respect
Say it
that.
I was
without
touching my
your
lips.
together.
I got real close for that one.
that was something. Anyway, so yeah, his entire shtick, his personality is just to be out here and have fun. And then when it comes down to business, breakfast sandwiches,
Right.
we get right to the point. There's no holds back. We're very brutally honest when it comes down to that. But ultimately, he just likes being out here and having a good time with the boys.
I could not have said it better myself about myself.
There you go.
It's very good.
Good.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's go to Trent here. Trent is El Capitan. Trent is, I would describe him best as someone will tell him an idea, be that Chase, Dylan, me, anybody else, people we work with. We all work for the same company on our real jobs until this is our real job, right? But when someone brings Trent an idea, Trent's like, okay, let's do blank, blank, blank to get that idea done. And he did it. He also gave some of the most, I'm going to repeat a word here, some of the most eloquent course knowledge today. I didn't hear all of it. I'm interested to hear all of it.
I thought you were gonna say, "Let's repeat undulation."
Let's repeat.
I was like,
Trent, favor us.
Undulation.
All right. Well, that's not what I was expecting either. When it comes to cameras, Dylan and Trent both they know what they're doing. They've got the gear, and that's important because I tried to bring my GoPro stuff today and couldn't find any of it. So it's important that these guys have the gear. Trent's got this big yellow Pelican case too that we talked about. You'll see some of that in the video. Trent's is the guy. He's the guy that's gonna get the ball rolling
He is the
for an
guy.
idea, and even if it's a bad idea, let's still get the ball rolling. So
Ain't that the truth?
huge shout out to Trent.
And thank you so much for not calling the Pelican case my package, as sometimes it's known. But anyway, so
By who?
people,
Never mind.
Which people?
they're
Let's dive into that.
Let's
one.
dive into that.
Let's talk about that.
people with the initials GD.
You know who you are.
GD, you know who you are.
Oh,
so
God.
so basically, one of the key, Ethan came to me with the idea for the Dave Portnoy breakfast sandwich reviews months ago.
Which hopefully I did a good job. Let's hope.
Let's hope.
But Trent helped
hope.
me build that idea.
Tell Ethan in the comments how he did with it. So he came to me with that months ago, and it became okay. Like, I really like that. I want more out of it as well. Like, just watching the breakfast sandwich reviews, like I think that we can use that as a foundation, and we can build more on top of it. And so it became, how do we get people out to golf courses? Like, how do we spread awareness? So, like, one of my favorite things about River Oaks is they are literally open as long as they can be. Like, this year I played here on February 3rd. And to my knowledge, they were only closed on weeks that there was snow on the ground, and then they would give it a little bit of time for the snow to melt and then like the ground to dry out, and then we were back at it, baby. Like,
That is true.
they stay open as long as they possibly can, and I freaking love that about them. I want to try to help them fill some of those tee times so that they can keep the money flowing and stay open and improve their course, make it better for people to come and play. Because, like, I mean, like, the more people play, like, I know it's frustrating trying to find tee times, but the more people play, the better the courses are and the better the game is for everybody. Like, I just want to help golf courses get people out and get them playing. And so
Go off.
Fantastic.
it kind of turned
I like it.
into, why don't we, like, we've got YouTube channels out there where people are playing silly games and they're doing fun things.
Yep.
And we'll do some of that.
We'll
We'll do
100%. We've already talked, Dylan and Chase know this. We've already talked about fun ideas
Yep.
for games.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
Stay
have
tuned.
things cooking. Promise you that.
It's coming.
We also want to break it down and have these little individual segments where we each have kind of, I'm going to hesitate a second for the,
Let him preach.
The
somebody
Yang threesome.
and the Jones. You're up. So we want to break out and do these individual segments where we're doing things to promote the golf course. So for me today, it was doing my homework, doing some research on the history of the course. What is it about it? How did the architect design the place? What were some of the challenges he faced? And I took a much more, I tend to think of myself as kind of a silly person, but I took a more serious approach to it.
And Dylan and I were super not serious the whole time he was doing it.
Nope, not a hair.
Dylan, what was that moment where Trent said something? I think it was on the hole. You whiffed it, by the way. Sorry, called you out there. It was on that hole.
Which one?
It was on the.
He whiffed
it was
it a couple times.
It was the par
That was
four.
even
The par four where he stepped up and
Digging
was
Oh,
gonna
and he
hit it right.
drilled the restroom.
Yeah. So you said there's been some water features, and Dylan comes up to me and he's like, "Which hole were the water features on?"
We hadn't hit a single
we
hole
had-
that
we
had a
had
water
two.
feature.
We had
We
two.
did not have one hole that had a water feature on it.
Bro, the whole course is by a river.
There's
There's water everywhere.
there was not a real big water feature, and so it's just so funny that happened.
There might have been a little stream, like a little creek here and there, but
I saw one.
when you say
I
water
saw
I
one
stand
river.
by what I said.
Trent's
I stand
going
by what
into
I
it.
said.
He's talking about
All right.
like they had to build around this
have-
river
I
water
have
feature.
drone footage to prove it.
It was very funny.
was that of the front nine?
So when I was writing the script, I was thinking of the front nine. I
Okay.
will.
Okay. The truth
I will
revealed,
lay that out
everybody.
there. But there's plenty of water. I stand by what I said.
That's fair.
So that's my segment. Dylan's segment
Yeah.
is it's. I don't know
us
what.
about it.
You know
I don't
what?
know what
Yeah,
to
I'll
say
break
about
it
your
down.
segment.
So I consider myself a very average, maybe below average golfer. So what I like to do is I like to bring a hair realism to all the courses that we're going to play. We're going to play a bunch of courses across Utah Valley. We're just lucky enough to be here today. So one of the things that I've noticed is a lot of people are nervous or scared to go try courses because it could be intimidating. I have heard legends of River Oaks and it being very difficult. I walked into the pro shop this morning and talked to the pro and said, "Hey, it's my first time playing here. What are your thoughts?" And he said, "Dude, if you stay out of the hazards, if you stay out of bounds, you're going to win some money today." And I didn't do that, but I'm going to give a brutally,
Not at
I'm going
all.
to give a very brutally honest review from a very average golfer standpoint. So it may get down to the point where it's like, you know what? It's pretty windy up here. I might find some excuses.
Yeah.
I think I did find some excuses today, but my whole thing is I'm going to try. My whole thing is I'm going to try and give a very honest review of the course and how it's playing, course conditions from an average golfer standpoint. A lot of the influencers out there are very good golfers, so of course they're going to say, "Yeah, course played great today. It was a
Yeah,
wonderful
because
day."
they get birdies every hole.
Because they get birdies every hole. I hit my first birdie today of the year.
It's fantastic.
So, yeah, but overall, yeah, that's my whole thing is I'm going to try and give a very honest review from an average golfer standpoint.
And then like Trent was saying at the beginning, we've got Chase doing the camera work for all of us now. Chase, how did it feel being out there?
It felt pretty good. I don't know. It just was like walk around on all the water, watching you guys kind of slip around, do a little bit of that stuff. A little interesting, but I think he gave an honest review, not to spoil it. But yeah.
Yeah, so go watch that video and Trent's video for sure. Then it gets back to the idea that kind of spawned it all. You all have seen Dave Portnoy. Everybody's seen a pizza review. He does it super well. He does hundreds of them. I've been to so many golf courses and I've had so many breakfast sandwiches at golf courses that it needs to be talked about.
Yeah.
So I'm
100%.
talking multiple states.
100%.
I'm talking in the Dominican Republic. I've got a breakfast sandwich at a golf course. I did. It was fantastic. Super weird,
Weird
but
flex,
it was
Weird
down there.
flex, but all right.
So there's a lot of breakfast sandwiches to go around. Dylan got himself a breakfast burrito after I reviewed the breakfast sandwich. So, not to spoil it, maybe my review wasn't that good.
No, it's more of like I just went in there and I saw, they have like the
Saw a
breakfast
breakfast
sandwich,
burrito.
and I was like, you know what? Burrito kind of slap right now.
That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's pretty much the feeling that we're going for. I don't know if you guys have seen, Top Gear Grand Tour.
Yep.
That feel where, there's very distinct personalities, but it all kind of meshes into something hilarious. But also like, you want to learn about European history or something, go watch an episode of the Grand Tour and you'll know. Also, you'll laugh and you'll see a bunch of sweet cars and some crazy dumb things that they're doing. And it's just a good time. So we want to have a good time, promote the course, talk about, like Dylan said, the view of the average golfer. None of us are super good. I'm like a 12 handicap. What are you at?
I just got down to 20.
So Dylan, what are you at?
17.4.
Chase?
I don't even know. I'm still
That's
base level, brand new at this, so I'm just
There we
handicapped.
go.
That's all I have.
He's like,
There
what'd
we
you
go.
call me?
You call me handicapped? No. So, none of us are like crazy good, but we play a lot of golf and we love it. So we're just excited to be doing this for the first time.
True that. So that's us in a nutshell. We're all just a bunch of nuts in a shell. And we
Gross.
To say the least.
to say the least. To say the least. We picked the name The First Course because of the breakfast sandwich idea.
Oh, yeah.
First, like to me, that has kind of a history ring to it. That's kind of what my segment's about. Course, we're golfing. It's Dylan's reviewing the course. We we really appreciate you guys tagging along for the ride. And, you know, like, we're not going to be the place you go to learn how to hit a tie spinner.
Please don't think that that's what we're doing.
No, not even at all.
I don't know if I know what a tie spinner is, to be honest. Is that bad?
Is that
I was
just a
gonna say, I
tie or
don't know
tie?
what
Is
that
that
is.
just you're just tying your
Tie, as in like Thailand, like
Oh,
THAI. Yeah,
right.
it's a
Oh, that's tight.
it's a short game shot. It's a short game shot. I'll send you a video later.
Oh boy.
But so that's not who we are. We're not just out here to play the silly games and to get attention for ourselves. Like, we really want to use our platform. Like, number one, we want to create a platform for ourselves, and we want to try to use it to get people excited to get out, play these courses, and just enjoy yourselves doing it. Like, don't take yourself too seriously. Like, I loved the part where Dylan said, "Oh, I saw this video and this is what you do."
Oh my gosh,
and
dude.
then he just like
He whiffed it into a bathroom, and it was
Whiffed it
so
into a bathroom.
funny, dude.
Did it go into the bathroom?
It hit the
bathroom
shed.
door.
It hit the
It
shed.
hit it.
Door. Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was where you're aiming.
That was
Yep.
that
Spot
was
on.
more of like a swing and just felt too ashamed.
One of the
to look at.
funniest moments. Next
It
time,
was
we're
such
going
a
to
good
give Chase
moment.
some backup and get some more cameras out here for
We
sure.
need to get more
Yeah, we
cameras
need it.
out
Oh,
here,
yeah.
definitely. So thank you so much for watching. If this is the kind of thing that maybe you're into, stick around. We'll catch you in the next one.
And before we end today, let's just talk our scores. At the end of all of these, we'll just kind of go through, kind of talk about how we played,
Yeah.
how we felt super
Yeah, like
quickly.
that.
Dylan, go for it. How'd you play?
Sure. So we're gonna build up to the score.
Oh, boy.
So closing thoughts, course review. Overall, I was pretty pessimistic about it because I
The
struggled a little
legend.
bit. Every single green had a lot of water on it, and where the course is sitting geographically, we are in kind of a dip, so it does make sense that a lot of water funnels down here. However, yeah, greens were pretty waterlogged. They were semi-recently aerated, so putts you did have to feel like you were hitting a rocket. That being said, I finished with a 44, and I feel like that was a little generous. I was with maybe a breakfast ball or two. Overall, I'm happy with it. Would I come back? No.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Actually, you know what? I will say I will come back to play the front nine. We
There you
played the
go.
back nine today.
There you go.
I would like to play the front nine, and maybe that would help me get a fuller view of everything.
Okay.
But yeah,
There you go. Trent,
Respectable.
hit us with it.
So the funny thing is, about keeping score is I stopped keeping score. I stopped keeping, like I got into this flow where I was like, okay, I need,
Oh,
The 11-10 Jones threesome, followed by Yankee and then Bailey.
so the
Bailey's
Jones,
up now.
yeah, the Jones threesome and then
Bailey, yeah.
and then Yankins?
Yankins? I don't know.
Yankich?
thought it was
Shankins?
Yang, but
Anyway.
Shankit Golf.
Shenanigans?
Anyway,
Sponsor us?
anyway, I got into the flow of just doing what I needed to do and like recording my segment, and I stopped keeping score personally. I think I probably was close to like a 47 or a 49 though. There was a par 5 that I had a couple penalties that just I was trying to hit a draw and I did not get my face closed, and so we went into the river a couple times. That's where the water was.
I don't remember
Supposedly.
supposed water.
I'm telling you, there's
this.
water.
Hypothetically, in
Allegedly.
Minecraft.
Allegedly, there was
Allegedly.
water.
So yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what my score was. I really like this course because I really enjoy challenges. Like I'm out here, number one, to have fun with the boys, but number two, I'm out here, I want to play better every time I come out. I want to play better than the time I did before. And so I really like this course because it's challenging and like it forces you to hit shots that you don't usually hit. Like I
There you go.
only used my driver once today.
So on the graphic that we'll just go ahead and throw up right here, Trent is 2 question marks. Dylan's a 44. So
What's
Not
the second
bad.
question mark?
it's
Where's the water feature?
my score. Where's the water feature? That's freaking funny. I was a little frustrated with how I played today. I kind of have beef with this course. So I grew up at this driving range. The River Oaks driving range is, in my opinion, one of the best driving ranges ever. You can hit from both sides. There's plenty of targets. You got poles to aim at. You got fairways you can hit. Lots of greens, and they're very well marked and yarded. So
I'm just gonna check on this camera.
huge shout out huge shout out to River Oaks for the range. The course, however, I have been tested at this course. It is absolutely brutal.
Yep.
And today
Yep.
I'm gonna go right up there with Dylan. My scorecard says 44. That's very generous. Not my best round of golf today.
You're a lot better golfer than I am. So if I hit a 44,
Dylan played pretty good.
no. I played pretty bad. What I'm saying
played
is
very bad.
Yeah,
That's fair.
If you think that I gave myself a couple graces, it's probably to the tune of like.
There
10.
you go. I did hit plenty of fairways. I
Yeah.
did hit. I didn't hit very many greens. I hit a lot of crappy iron shots, but a 44. I'm happy.
Okay.
It was a good day. Breakfast sandwich was great.
you come back?
Company was great. I'll come back to the range.
Okay.
But
back
to
to the
play,
range.
I always dread. I like have this existential dread hearing, "Oh, we got a tee time at River Oaks." I'm like, "Oh no, I'm gonna hate it." But today was great. It was fun. It's just a hard course that tests you. So
Had a good time.
Y'all are wusses. Chase will play with me.
I'll play next time. I'll actually play.
There we
It'll
go.
be dry, just as dry as can be. It'll just be
You
perfect.
Two
gotta-
times
you-
at 2:00 in the
yeah,
afternoon.
you got to play in July at 2 p.m.
Did you guys see? So, like on this note, actually, somebody.
Was the camera okay?
So our camera was asleep. So there's going to be a lot of footage of Dylan and Chase for
I
a
was
while
picking my
there,
nose for about 15
but you know
minutes.
it's fine. It's all
It's
right.
gonna be just fine.
It'll be great audio. Like maybe we just publish this on Spotify. But
Sure.
we'll figure it out later. There's some nerd out there did an analysis of number of missed putts by hour. It's like as the day goes on, like during a PGA tournament,
Sure.
and like the later into the day you get, the more putts get missed. So like as the course dries out, the putting gets more difficult. You guys didn't see that?
So what does it tell you if I had the exact opposite feeling today?
What does it tell you if I miss all putts throughout the entire round?
I didn't make putts, so
That means
No
so,
data.
So the good news is you're a statistical outlier. It means
That's
you're
good
that means
news.
you're special.
for the
Oh.
for the Malcolm Gladwell
My
fans in
mom
the
said that
audience,
too.
you're a very special guy.
Thank you.
That's right.
Proud
That's
of that.
So there you go.
I'm good with that. Are we ready to wrap?
We're ready to wrap.
I think so. Thank you
All right.
guys so much for watching or listening. You might have watched Dylan and Chase for a lot of this because we're still trying to figure out equipment and everything. But we
We'll make
super
up for it.
appreciate you guys starting here at the beginning with us. And we can't wait for you guys to see what we have in store. And we can't wait to work with some of the golf courses to just show everybody what's up.
That's right.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys. If you guys have any suggestions on courses that you would like to see us review and have us go play at, drop them down. Let us know, and we'll add it to the list.
Sweet guys. Thanks for watching.